So here we need to find out the center of a circle that's passing through the point as given here. Let us begin. So let's suppose we have a circle whose center is given by point P with the coordinate x, y. And the circle is passing through 3 points. Let's name the point as point A with coordinate 5, -8. Let the other point be B, which has the coordinate 2, -9. And then we have the third point C, which has the value 2, 1. Our goal will be to obtain the value of the center of this circle. For this, what we'll do, we'll perform a construction here. All we have to do is join point P and A, point P and B, and we also join point P and C. So that's going to serve as the radius of the circle, and since the radius are equal in length, so we can say that here the length P, where PA will be equals to PB, and that will be equals to PC as well. Okay, fine. So now what we'll do, we'll start with equation 1, which is we'll start by considering PA equals to PB. So what we'll do, we'll obtain the length of PA and equate it with the length of PB. To obtain the length of PA, we'll have to do is use the distance formula. The distance formula being, we'll take the square root, and underneath the square root, we'll have to take the difference of the x coordinate and then add it to the difference of the y coordinate. Similarly, for PB, all we have to do is take the square root, and inside the square root, we take the difference of the x coordinate and then add it to the difference or square of the difference of the y coordinate. So let's start with PA. So since we are doing PA, so the difference of the x coordinate will be, take the x coordinate of P and from it subtract the x coordinate of A. So we have x minus 5. Similarly, for finding out the difference of the y coordinate, we will have y minus -8, so that becomes y plus 8. So for PB, the length PB will have x minus 2, and since this is -9, so we have y plus 9. Okay, so let's get rid of the square root by squaring both sides. Now we have x minus 5 whole squared, so that will be x squared minus 10x plus 25. Added to y plus 8 whole squared, so that will be y squared plus 16y plus 8 squared, so that's 64. This will be equals to x squared minus 4x plus 4, added to y squared plus 18y plus 81. Okay, now what we can do, we can cancel out x squared from both sides. We can also cancel out y squared from both sides. That thus leaves us with negative 10x. So we are going to transpose this negative 4x to the left hand side and combine it with negative 10x to get negative 6x. Then we have 16y. So we will transpose 18y to the left hand side. So we have 16y minus 18y. So that's going to be negative 2y. Fine. Now we'll take care of the constants. So we have 25 plus 64. So that's going to be 89. And then from it, we're going to subtract these two values, 81 plus 84. So that's 85. So 89 minus 84, that's going to be 4. That means we have positive 4 equals to 0. Okay. So what we can do, we can factor out negative 2 from each side, or we can divide each terms with negative 2. That's going to make it positive 3x plus y minus 2 equals to 0. So let this be equation number 2. Now what we'll do, we'll take the equation PB equals to PC. So if we do PB equals to PC, we'll get a new equation which will be in terms of x and y. Let's do that. Now, using PB equals to PC, we'll have to apply the distance formula. So PB will correspond to x minus 5, x minus 2 whole squared added to y plus 9 whole squared. So this will be equals to PC. That will be simply take the square root. Underneath the square root, we have x minus 2 whole squared added to y minus 1 whole squared. So we will solve this to find an equation in x and y. So let's do that. We'll get rid of the square root by squaring both sides. So we have x squared minus 4x plus 4 added to y squared plus 18y plus 81. Equals to x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus y squared minus 2y plus 1. So we have x squared y squared and x squared y squared cancelling each other. Negative 4x and negative 4x also cancels out each other. Then we have 4 and 4 cancelling out. So we are left with now 18y plus 81. So let's write it down. 18y plus 81 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we have negative 2y plus 1. So we get 20y equals to, so 1 minus 81, that's negative 80. So y comes out to be negative 4. Now that we have the value of y, so that's equation number 3, we can substitute this in equation number 2 to get the value of x. So let's do that. So we have 3x plus y minus 2. We have now, from equation number 2, we have 3x plus y. So y is negative 4 minus 2 equals to 0. So that leaves us with 3x minus 6 equals to 0. Solving for x, we get x equals to 2. So we have obtained the coordinate of the center. So that's 2 and y coordinate is negative 4. Let's go to our options. So we have option number C, 2, negative 4. This is going to be the center of the circle.